by the bonfire. 'Cause this might be love. It's a feeling that I can't get rid of. So just take my hand by the bonfire. I don't wanna play pretend. Stay with me, take a chance, baby, roll the dice. Gotta give me some love, 'cause when I'm with you, I'm in paradise. You know how to make me feel alive. Gotta give me some love, nah, nah. Gotta give me some love, nah, nah, nah. Gotta give me some love, nah, nah, nah. You gotta give me some love, nah, nah, nah. Gotta give me some love, nah, nah, nah. Let's go! I need you, what to do, I can't help that I want you. We got the moonlight shining bright as we drive down the avenue. 'Cause this might be love. It's a feeling that I can't get rid of. So just take my hand, I wanna be with you until the end. Stay with me, take a chance, baby, roll the dice. Gotta give me some love, 'cause when I'm with you, I'm in paradise. You know how to make me feel alive. Gotta give me some love, nah, nah. Gotta give me some love, nah, nah, nah. Gotta give me some love, nah, nah, nah. You gotta give me some love, nah, nah, nah. Gotta give me some love, nah, nah, nah.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the official launch of the Captain's Log Cruise podcast. Man, I don't have any words for this, man. I'm super excited. But let me go ahead and get my co-host online. You know him, you love him. It is Jetty2Jetstream Vlogs, Strut Jetstream himself, my friend, Adante. Dante, you're in the air.
It's time.
Yes, indeed. It is time. It is very much time. Welcome, everyone. We're hoping that you're having a great day today. Welcome to the Captain's Log Cruising Podcast, where Dante and I basically just rant about cruise ships all day. That's literally the job.
That's what we do.
Again, we're hoping you all are having a good day, having a good evening, depending on what time zone you're in. But we don't want to keep you waiting, so we're going to go ahead and get right into the swing of things. Today's episode focuses on Royal Caribbean's newest ship, the Legend of the Seas. Dante, would you like to give any information?
Yeah, so Legend of the Seas is Royal Caribbean's newest, and she is tied for the world's largest cruise ship along with her sister Star and Icon of the Seas. She just departed the shipyard about a week ago now. Yeah, about a week ago. She got delivered, and then she left the shipyard a few days later. And she was in Cadiz yesterday, but she left today, and she's on her way to Malaga, Spain for a preview event.
Alright, so there's your basics on Legend of the Seas. As you can tell, we have a little thing on the screen. This is a presentation that I took the liberty of preparing just for this. It's a good almost 130 slides, so we're just going to go right straight into things. So, let's give you all a little history legend. So, Legend of the Seas of the Icon class was not actually the very first Legend of the Seas. Back in the 1990s, if I'm correct, yeah, the 1990s, Legend of the Seas was originally a Vision class, and it was the first of the Vision class. It was a former Royal Caribbean ship. Its maiden voyage was on May 16th, 1995. Asia-based itineraries. Sold back in 2016 to TUI Cruises, and she now sails as Morella Discovery 2. So, Legend of the Seas, the original ship, lives on, which is weird because now we have two legends.
That ship did home port in Port Canaveral a few years ago, for a short amount of time, but she did home port, so technically Legend is already home ported in Port Canaveral, but
so that's ironic. I actually did get to see her back in 2023, 2023. Although unfortunately
looks just slightly different.
footage is sort of lost and sort of not. It's on an SD card that my old phone got destroyed, so I don't know if we can recover it, but if we can, I'll see what I can do. Alright, so moving on, here's just a couple pictures of Legend. So you can see she doesn't look like the other Vision class ships, but she still looked pretty good for what it's worth. I'm a pretty big fan of the old Legend class liver, or not Legend class, Vision class liver. But now a new legend is born, a new icon. Dante, would you like to take this slide?
Yes, so this is the brand new Legend of the Seas. Way bigger, just a little bit bigger than the original Legend of the Seas. Just a little bit bigger. She was ordered back in 2019, and she was built at the Meyer Turku shipyard, which is where all the Icon class ships are built. It takes about 2 years to construct these ships. And her maiden voyage is on the 4th of July, which is actually next Saturday. So 6 days from now. She'll be sailing 7 nights in the Med to start off, and then she'll be over here in Fort Lauderdale or in Port Everglades in November. She's going to be doing a 3-night cruise to start, and then 6 and 8 night cruises after that when she gets over to Florida. And then she'll rotate back to Europe once she gets during the springtime. So she'll spend her winters here in Florida and then her spring over in Europe.
Very nice.
Alex, I also see you in chat. Welcome.
Welcome to everyone just now joining. Welcome to the Captain's Log Cruising Podcast, where Dante and I just rant about cruise ships basically all day long. Not all day, but you know what I mean. I'm going to go ahead and get some background music started on Spotify. Give me a moment, everybody.
Stand by. 8 people watching so far, so this is a good thing. Yeah, I was just about to point that out. The thrill slides look pretty cool on this one. Not that they're not cool on the other one, but
Now let's move on to our virtual tour.
it'd be cool if we did an actual tour, but you know, we're not special. Royal Caribbean hasn't recognized us yet.
Royal Caribbean, if you're listening, hint, nudge, nudge. Let's start off.
Right, give us a preview.
Of course, these are the on-board neighborhood areas. We have Royal Promenade on decks 5 through 7, Central Park on deck 8, Surfside on deck 7, the Aquadome on decks 14 through 15, Thrill Island on deck 16, Chill Island on decks 16 through 17, kids in the chat, please stay calm. The Hideaway on deck 15, Sweet Neighborhood.
Oh boy.
on deck 16 through 18. Now let's move on to Royal Promenade on deck 5. So this is just going to cover the areas within Royal Promenade. Dante, would you like to take this?
Yes. Wait, what was I saying one more time? I botched. Oh, yeah, so you want to start with the Pearl? So the Pearl is basically the first thing you're going to see once you board a ship. I sailed on Star back in March, and that's literally the very first thing you see. It's big. It's definitely it's the biggest object in the room. So it's cool looking, especially at night. At night, the pearl really shows her colors, and it's pretty good. It's pretty cool to see. The promenade is probably one of the most spacious area on an icon class. So if you want to hang out on a right, that's also where you'll find, as Braden just mentioned, like Sorrento's and like little food options and stuff. But we'll get into that here soon in this podcast as well.
We're just covering our virtual tour at the moment. So yeah, on Royal Promenade you have areas such as your embarkation entrance, where of course first thing you see is the Pearl. You have your Royal Caribbean retail shops, so these are just whatever retails Royal Caribbean is partnered with to be on the ships. Then you have the iconic Sorrento's Pizza, which is on basically every Royal Caribbean ship, and it's a fan favorite. Then you have Starbucks, and then a new venue called Ale and Arrow, based on Anchor and Arrow, if I'm correct. You have your lobby bar, you have Spotlight Karaoke, then you have the Pearl, of course, guest services, Next Cruise, and the Crown and Anchor Society. And what happened to my music?
Stand by.
So, you also have, Royal Promenade is pretty big. So this covers deck 6. You have the Pearl Cafe, Giovanni's, Schooner Bar, Valeros, Royal Railway Legend Station. This is a new venue. Woodwind Pianos, Adventure Ocean, Social 20. Playmakers and Crown Lounge. Playmakers is a big fan favorite for Royal Caribbean people.
Social O2, I think that's a bar, if I'm not mistaken. I think there's something similar on Star, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Correct me if I'm wrong, if you know me better than me.
I think it's the Teen Club. Yeah, here's some more looks at Royal Promenade. These, of course, are all the renderings. Alright, moving on to Surfside, which is on deck.
This is where all this is where all the colors are on the ship.
Colorful area of the ship. So on Surfside, you have your arcade, you have Sugar Beach, Surfside Eatery, Carousel, Surfside Bites, Playscape, Pier 7, Lemon Coast, Splashaway Bay, Water's Edge. Yeah, it's pretty big. It used to be the boardwalk.
Just a little bit.
It used to be the
Yes, on the Oasis class, it's called a boardwalk.
but on Icon class they switched it to be Surfside. But honestly, pretty good switch.
Right.
So of course here's some more looks at Surfside. You got your staircase up, you got the giant flamingo statue. I think that's different on every ship. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I see some more people in chat. We have Owen, what's up? Welcome. And we have Braden's mom, welcome. Go Dogs.
Alright, we have our iconic surfboard. You can see Surfside Eater.
Go Dogs. We have 14 people watching now. All right, welcome in everybody.
You have the carousel. Post. Very nice on Surfside. Moving on to Central Park. My audio is not great. It'll be alright. Central Park. So on
Central Park, let me tell you, as someone who went on Star, Central Park at night hits different. If you are a fan of night lighting on ships like I am, you're going to be in Central Park for a minute, because Central Park on Star at night was something else.
Yeah, I will say Utopia Central Park is very beautiful. There's just nothing like Central Park. I still have to experience it on an Icon class one of these days. But here on Central Park, there's some Yumi Hibachi and Sushi, Pops Grill, Park Cafe, Louis Jack Blues, Royal Caribbean Retail, and of course, again, more retail shops, Trell's Bar, and Bubbles, Zumi in the Park. Here's some
Keep in mind, Central Park has the more expensive shops. Like, if you want to go buy an expensive... Oh, Braden, your audio is really low. Like, they can barely hear you.
Oh, shoot. I just missed
I would like to announce Chase has made an appearance on the podcast. What's up, Chase?
Chase is here. Oh my goodness, it's Chase Us Around Town. Hello, buddy.
Chase from Chase Us Around Town. We all know Chase. Everyone goes up to him. He's a really great dude.
I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick standby so I can fix up my microphone. I do apologize if you have not been able to hear me. I thought I had
Yes.
the microphone all the way up.
Stand by to fix quick audio issues real quick.
Yes. Oh no, that's not better at all. Stand by, everybody. This is the first episode, so we're gonna give it,
Yes, stand by. Well, Chase, I see your question. Once he fixes his mic, we'll answer that one real quick.
All right? That's better. That's better. There it goes.
Okay. Chase, Central Park during a storm. It definitely rains because it's in an open area. Like there's no
Yes,
cover
this is
above
an
it.
open area. All right, I'm back, everybody. So let's keep going through Central Park because we have a lot of slides to get through. So we're just gonna slide through these real quick. It looks real nice on the Icon class. Now moving on to the Aquadome on decks 14 through 15. This is one of
This is where all the action happens. Well, it's not all action. So at the very front part of the Aquadome, it's actually a little observatory thing where like it's a relax. It's very quiet up there when there's no show because right behind the that front part is an aqua theater. So that's where all the shows happen. Like with the Surfside, what's that show called on the Oasis class back there?
Aqua Show?
It's where the board. Yeah, the Aqua Show. Yeah, that's where it happens here on the Icon class in that big dome. But at
Yeah,
the very
that-
front of it, it's and it's a dome. It's actually a view of the bow, and then it's a nice little hangout area. You can eat, relax, get away from all the noise. I stayed in there quite a bit. Trust me.
I would love to see this on an Icon class one day. It looks very nice, and from what some of my friends have said, it's amazing. And I've seen videos,
Right.
so I gotta see it one day. And I'm sure I will. But here on the Aquadome,
A nice little area.
on decks 14 through 15, you have the Overlook, which is this little lounge area Dante was talking about, where you can go to get away from all of it. You have the Overlook Pods, which is just like sort of like seating area, if I'm correct. You have your Aqua Theater, Ryan Bean, which is I'm assuming a coffee shop, Hooked Seafood,
Yeah, that's what that is.
Celebration
Yeah.
Table, and Aquadome Market. And of course, more Royal Caribbean retail, because Royal Caribbean needs money. And here's some more looks at the Aquadome. Looks very
For those who don't
nice.
know, Aquadome Market is like it's various of food options. So one station is barbecue, one is like Mediterranean food, the other is like crepes and stuff, and then one's a whole dessert station or something like that. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
And now we're moving
Hope
on
you see it
to
one
deck
day.
16, Thrill Island.
Yes, Chase. If you ever get the chance to do an icon class, I would do it. It's worth it. Trust me, it's
It is
awesome.
Very, very much looks worth it. As you can see on Thrill Island, they have changed the colors of the slide. The leaf slide is actually much different now. That
Yeah, on
looks very
Star
much
that's
different
green,
from the leaf
but I
slide.
see here on Legend it's blue.
I don't even think that's a leaf slide. That's a completely different type of slide. Correct.
Yeah, I was gonna say the renderings look a lot different from what it looks like on Star.
So here on Thrill Island on deck 16, you have Crown's Edge, which is that ziplining thing where you just you dangle yourself over the ocean essentially.
Yes,
You have Adrenaline Park, which is
that is
a
only
rock
for the
climbing-
brave.
Yes. Deserted Milkshake Bar, Base Camp and the Base Camp Bar, Lost Dunes Golf Course, and of course your water slides. And Flow Rider, you can't forget about Flow Rider. Sports Court, yep. Here's another look at Thrill
Let me tell you,
Island.
I stayed up on that basketball court and I love their milkshakes. However, I will tell you it doesn't include with your drink package. So prepare to pay at least $19 for a standard cookies and cream shake, or about $16 for one of those big specialty ones with all the decorations and like chocolate and cookies and stuff. So it's definitely pricey, but they're good. So I can't really complain too much, but very, very pricey. Just a disclaimer there.
Pricey but worth it. So yeah, you
Yeah,
can see the
it-
sports court. It looks very nice. All the slides and whatnot. Here's Crown's Edge. This is of course the little zip lining thing where you dangle yourself basically 20 decks over the ocean. So
Yes, that is only on the port side of the ship or the left side. That is only on the port side. But yes.
here of course you have another look at. Now we're going to look at Chill Island, which is your main leisure pool deck area.
Yeah, there's like four pools on this ship. It's too many to count, that's for sure. But they're really good. It's really spaced out. I think 2 of them have a bar connected with them, so that's also pretty good. So you'll see a lot of people having drinks in their hand, just having a good time. Just relaxing in the hot sun, if it's the summertime anyway.
The Icon class improves on basically everything Oasis had, and this is one of these things. So on Chill Island, which is decks 15 through 17, you have the Cove Pool, Sprinkles, which is your ice cream area, Lime and Coconut, popular venue on the Icon class, and it's on the Oasis class now too, and I'm pretty sure it's also on Freedom class. Cantina Fresca, which is a Mexican restaurant, along with El Loco Fresh. Swim and Tonic, which is a swim-up bar, first one ever on a cruise ship. Lime and Coconut Frozen Bar, which is where you can get some frozen drinks. Base Camp.
Yep.
Cloud 17. Cloud 17 pool. So Cloud 17 is this little blue area right here where it's like that little blue floor that sort of waves out. It's very nice. So here's another look at Chill Island. You can see a Swim and Tonic. It's a nice swim-up bar. First one to ever be on a cruise ship. You have your main pool. This is at the Cove Pool. And you can also have a nice look into Central Park.
It's pretty cool.
And here's a even closer look at Swim and Tonic. Look at how good that looks. Chill Island is very nice. Now we're moving on to an adult venue, the Hideaway, which is where you adults can go to just sort of relax and get away from the kids for a little while. So
Get away from us specifically. So
yes, on the Hideaway, this is on deck 15. You have your Hideaway pool, Hideaway bar. That's about it. So let's get you some looks. As you can see, it's an infinity pool, which has become a popular type of pool on cruise ships nowadays. Looks very nice. You have your Hideaway bar.
I also want to point out, I take back my statement. Hideaway is actually 18 and up, so.
If I was,
So technically,
if I was on,
I'm gonna say, Braden, you're almost there,
Seas
man.
for 18
So
years old, I would be going there. You have a nice sunset shot. So now let's move on to the Suite Neighborhood, which is deck 16 through 18. You're on the Suite Neighborhood. You don't have a lot, but you have Coastal Kitchen, Suite Lounge, Coastal Kitchen, which is a restaurant. You have the Grove Sun Deck, so very nice. This is just where you suite passengers can come and relax and be away from the rest of the public if that's how you think. So, oh my god, my music keeps going in and out. But here's a look at Coastal Kitchen, very, very nice. Now let's move on to our dining venue. We have completed our virtual tour in 20 minutes. Man, that was pretty good. 20 minutes. Alright, moving on to dining venues. Of course, we have the dining room, which is a returning venue on every Royal Caribbean ship. I've eaten there, it's very nice. I've been on it for Mariner, Utopia, and Brilliance of the Seas. Each dining room is different, but still has a charm for each ship class. Dante, would you like to give any information on this?
yes, we can start with the dining room. Sorry, I had to step away for just a minute.
You're good.
Yeah, so we're on the dining room, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so the dining room, this is where I would say 90% of cruisers dine on a daily. Like myself, we usually do the dining rooms. Excellent food, excellent service most of the time, which it was also on Legend sister ship, Star of the Seas. The only thing about it is if on lobster night, for example, you can have one for free, but if you want a second one, you have to pay an upcharge. That was a policy that was implemented post the events of 2020. We're not going to say it on stream, but I'm sure everyone can interpret it pretty easily, I would hope. So yeah, so we're going to go over to Sorrento's Pizza, which is on the promenade. Some really great pizza. Really, really good.
Oh, we love
Usually quick.
Sorrento's.
Yes, Sorrento's has really good pizza. Quick and easy service. Even if the line is long, they move right out of there. They always have pizzas on standby for each one. Really great service. So good job by Royal Caribbean on their part for that one.
Now we have Spotlight Karaoke, which is a karaoke venue where you can go eat, drink, and listen to people sing. Honestly, karaoke.
Even if they're drunk, you can listen to them sing.
Even if they're drunk.
So
Sometimes drunk singing is some of the best singing you can hear in your life, depending on the situation.
right.
But I don't care what kind of talent that you believe that you have. At least try karaoke once. That's what I plan to do on Treasure.
Oh, I can't wait to see that.
And now we have
We have Ale and Arrow, which was not on Star, but it looks like a music bar,
Yes, I
on
believe
board the
this
ship.
is,
Another
returning-
music venue.
I think it's a returning venue because there's also Anchor and Arrow, or Ale and Anchor, on other ships, and it was sort of like more classy and whatnot. It looked like a building out of like Italy or something. But I think that they've changed the name up a little bit on the Icon class, but it looks pretty nice. This is the only picture I could find. This is, of course, on board Legend of the Seas. You can see some of the Meyer Turku crew working on the ship. This is when it was still being built.
Right. This was actually when it was almost post-construction. I think this was after her sea trials. You wish they had movies on the big screen? Yeah. So Icon class actually does not have a big screen like most cruise ships. Like most cruise ships today, especially the Disney ones on the funnel, usually have a movie screen. The Icon class does not, because the ship is designed so differently. I think there is a different venue on the ship where you can see movies. I don't remember what it's called, but I do think it's just not on the pool deck like most modern cruise ships today.
Yes. Now we have Royal Railway.
Yeah, so this is an interesting one. This is a specialty dining, so this is extra cost. But it's like it's like an immersive dining experience where you feel like you're on a train.
It's like the Polar Express.
And yeah, it's something like that. Yeah.
Hot, hot, hot. We got it. Hot, hot chocolate. I swear if they did that for Christmas, that'd be awesome. Utopia of the Seas actually has this venue.
If Disney Cruise Line had a completely different cruise line, but if Disney Cruise Line had the Royal Railway or something like that, they would do the Polar Express for sure.
Oh, for sure. I mean, Walt loved
That's
trains,
not even a
so
question.
I'm not gonna leave it out of the picture because Walt loved trains.
You're right. I would do this one time just for fun, honestly.
Yeah. Now
So we have Dueling Pianos, which is a musical bar. I'm sure I think they have snacks and stuff there, but you can't get like actual like a whole dining thing. So it's more of a listen, sing, drink, or something like that. Something like the karaoke place.
Where you pianists come to duel it to the death.
Right.
Or just duet and play together. Sometimes
Right.
music together is the best sort of music.
Right. So now we have the Pearl Cafe, this is where the snacks are. You can get like little mini sandwiches and little salads and like I think even coffee here too. It's only open from breakfast until a certain time. I don't remember what it was, but this is where you can get like little snacks, something just a grab and go if you're not super hungry. This is also a good option.
Thank you for subscribing.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for the subscribe. Yes, this is where you can come to get some snacks, just sort of hang out by the Pearl, because of course that is the highlight of the Icon class.
And a view of the ocean.
Yes, beautiful view.
Right there.
Now
That is behind the Pearl. If you cannot find it, it's behind the Pearl. You go up the stairs in through the Pearl, go to the right, and it's right there.
Now we have Giovanni as an Italian venue.
Yes, this is a extra cost specialty dining option as well, but this is Italian food, so you'll find like pizza, pasta, all the good stuff. I do plan to try this on my upcoming cruise on Freedom of the Seas, which we will talk about more later on, but this is about Legend of the Seas for right now. But yes, this is an Italian restaurant. Extra cost. Royal Caribbean actually puts sales on this restaurant specifically every once in a while, so I would look out for that if you do have an upcoming Royal Caribbean cruise or Legend of the Seas specifically, because it's a pretty good dining option from what I've been heard. So I would try this if you're able to.
It's very much a Royal Caribbean fan favorite. I know exactly
Definitely.
where it is on Utopia of the Seas, so definitely go and try Giovanni's. Now we
Right.
have Boleros.
So now we have Boleros. This is a bar. This is a jazz bar, actually. This is where you go drink and listen to jazz music. It's pretty relaxing. It's really crowded at night, especially around 10, 11 o'clock. So if you want peace and quiet, I'd go early in the day.
Although we do love our 1920s jazz.
Yes, we do.
Louis Armstrong, that's where it was at.
Yes, we do.
Now we have Schooner Bar, a returning venue
Yes.
on basically every Royal Caribbean ship and a fan favorite. I actually did Star
Yeah,
Wars
Schooner
trivia
Bar is
once.
pretty much on, I think, most Royal Caribbean ships from Freedom class up. Yeah, this is pretty much from Freedom class up. So, again, just another drink and relax and socialize kind of thing. There's many of these on this ship, so that's pretty much another one of these. But this is definitely probably one of the most popular ones, if not the most popular on the ship.
They do have
So now we have Playmakers.
Ooh,
So
popular
Playmakers
sports
is
bar.
a sports bar. If you're a big sports fanatic like myself, where you can go see Georgia beat Alabama, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. You can come here. You can come eat some chicken wings, some burgers, some chicken tenders, have a beer if you're 21 and older. It's a pretty nice sports bar. You can go see my Georgia Bulldogs beat the Crimson Tide.
Oh, we're beefing on
Go
straight.
Dogs.
Alright, well that's Playmakers.
Schooner on Brilliance is beautiful. Yeah, I've seen pictures of it. It looks pretty good.
Oh yeah, it was awesome. It was like,
I do want to try that class of ship. Yeah.
now we have Surfside Eatery on deck 7.
Yeah, so this is another grab and go. It's kind of a mini buffet. It's in Surfside, obviously, hence the name. But it's kind of like Pearl Cafe, but in Surfside. There's like burger sliders, little pieces of pizza, chicken tenders, like French fries, and bowls of fruit. Coffee's in there, So just little things. And like juices and lemonade, water. Usually what you would see on a cruise.
Very nice. This is again
Surfside Bites. Surfside Bites pretty much has the same thing.
Yep.
Except they have like churros and stuff in there, so a little more
And
dessert
ice
items.
cream.
And yes, an ice cream right next door, ice cream station.
Very nice. Now we have, this is inside Surfside Bites right here.
This is, yes. So this next one, Hollywood Supper Club, is definitely the most priciest restaurant on Legend, and I think on any other cruise ship, honestly. Correct me if I'm wrong. This is more of a elegant kind of restaurant. Like, you don't get like your average dining. You kind of like,
This is like formal night.
yeah, you have to dress formally. Like if you dress up as if you're going to a wedding, basically.
It's like Great
And you
Gatsby.
get like the most mysterious food items ever. It's pretty interesting.
All you book readers in the chat, it's basically like Great Gatsby.
Yeah, basically.
Now we have Izumi Hibachi, your little slice of Japan on the ship.
Yeah, Surfside is family friendly. There's definitely tons of kids in there. Because I think in Surfside, actually, at the very back where the big Royal Caribbean logo is, it's actually a kids' pool, water slide, and a little park for them to play in. And like a little netted park climbing thing. I don't remember what it's called specifically. So yeah, that's more for the kids to play around and, have a snack and play around all day, especially if it's on a sea day.
Yeah, this is Izumi Hibachi and Sushi, your little piece of Japan on the ship. This is where you can come to get some traditional Japanese food, and it's cooked right in front of you. Some nice.
It's the coolest thing ever. I haven't tried it on the ship, but I have done it here in Florida, and it's honestly pretty cool.
Yeah,
It's really, really cool. It's pricey, yes, but it's pretty good. If there's a sale on this and you really want to do hibachi, I would say pick this up for sure.
You can also see that awesome mural of a Japanese samurai right there.
Yes.
Very, very nice.
So this next one right here is my personal favorite. I've eaten here twice. Chops Grill, some of the best steak ever. I had a 16-ounce ribeye here twice. Oh boy, let's just say I was fat for about 2 weeks after that one. It was pretty good.
This is
It was-
fan favorite.
Yes, Chops Grill is definitely a Royal Caribbean fan favorite. I would definitely eat here. I think this is the second most expensive one, but you can get like any cut of meat. Like there's a filet mignon. That's usually the most grabbed one. A ribeye. I think on the Icon class specifically, you can get a tomahawk. I think that's Icon exclusive though. They have tomahawks that you can get. I think it's an extra upcharge.
Before we move on to our next venue, I just want to welcome everyone that's just now joining the stream. Welcome to the podcast. This is our very first episode. If you haven't already, make sure to like the stream so that we can share it out to more people, because we are dual streaming tonight. We have one live feed up on your normal feed, which you're watching right now, and then we also have a shorts feed going right now. So if you're watching on shorts, be sure to click on and keep watching. We did have a subscriber earlier, and you can see we have a new subscriber alert, so we'll be able to recognize you every time that you subscribe. It also helps to support me, Dante, and all these other cruise fanatics that love putting stuff on YouTube out for y'all. So.
Yes, Chops is amazing. Chops is honestly goated.
Alright, moving on.
It's really good.
Park Cafe on Central Park. Ooh.
So this is a it's a complimentary and a specialty. It's complimentary in the morning, but I think it's charged later. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken on this one. Correct me if I'm wrong, for anyone watching the podcast right now. But you can get like breakfast items like croissants and like biscuit sandwiches, like egg and cheese sandwiches or something like that. If you don't want to go fight the giant Windjammer crowds, which can get pretty crowded. So, although on the Icon, the Windjammer is sided and it's really, really big. So it did not feel crowded once that whole cruise. So it was really good.
I know that Royal Caribbean has like certain times where certain venues are complimentary, then after a certain time they're not. So.
Right.
Now we have Lou's Jazz and Blues.
Yeah, so this is a jazz restaurant. It's kind of like the Supper Club, but it's cheaper. And so for this one, I want to say it's a steakhouse and it's kind of just like an elegant kind of restaurant.
Yeah.
Really. That's the best I can explain it.
Just sort of like your Roaring 20s bar on a cruise ship.
Basically, yeah. Alright, so the Overlook Bar, this is back in the Aqua Dome. This is where you can go get drinks and stuff. Quiet in the peace and quiet. And you can get alcoholic and non-alcoholic. I probably got like 5 cherry Cokes on that cruise right from there, because I sat in that Overlook for so long, because for us cruise fanatics who like to go look down at the bow, I sat there just sipping my cherry Coke and looking at the bow. It was a nice, relaxing experience. I probably did that 100 times in 7 days.
Watching the bow slice through the waves.
Yes. So now we have the most popular dining option, especially for lunch, the Windjammer Marketplace, which is Royal Caribbean exclusive on places like Carnival. It's the Lido. The Windjammer on the Icon class did not feel crowded at all. It was really spacious. They had really good food. They had a lot more, actually. They had steak on the buffet. They had like salmon. They had like crab legs and clamshell. Man, they had a lot. It was really good. Really cool to
Utopia of the Seas.
Yeah.
Windjammer. Okay, I love Windjammer, but on Utopia of the Seas and Wonder of the Seas, it is so squished and crowded.
Yeah, that's pretty surprising for an Oasis class, honestly, how the Windjammer can get a little bit crowded on an Oasis class for as big as the ship is.
Very much so. I do prefer the old Windjammer on the...
Jedi, you have made an appearance.
Jedi is
What's
here.
going on?
What's up?
No Name 2892, welcome. Yes, this is a podcast. There's many more to come.
Actually. That's my cousin Noel.
Welcome in, everyone.
Hello, Noel.
Oh.
Yes, all right.
Yes, this is a podcast.
The Windjammer is where you can come get breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So it's always normally open in the morning, in the afternoon, and at night. It has great food. Although on other classes of ships, you have more limited options, like on Brilliance. Speaking from experience, every day for like dinner and whatnot and breakfast, and it's always a different option. So, but on newer ships like Freedom class, Quantum class, I'm not sure if Quantum has Windjammer or not.
Quantum is honestly the same as the Oasis, so
Like, Oasis
speaking from
and
experience.
everything, like you can get more on.
From doing
newer
3
ships
Oasis
than
class
you can-
ships and 1 Quantum, it's pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But on
but
older
most
ships
Windjammer
have
layouts are the
limited
same.
options.
It's just they're only getting bigger because these ships are getting abnormally big. It's insane.
Yeah.
World Caribbean's got to stop eventually.
Oh,
Although
just
I
started
think after
subscribing.
Icon,
Oh, Jedi,
Dra-
thank you, Jedi. Thank you for subscribing. Why didn't you subscribe last time?
shame.
All right, moving on. Lime and coconut on decks 15 through 17. Dante, you have the floor.
All right. Wait, Royal Caribbean is changing their policy on the cups with the unlimited drink package. I think they're doing away with the cups. I need to look into that more. Really?
Yeah.
I had the drink package. I had my own. I had the drink package on the Star. I had the little cup
Well, I have
thing.
heard that they are changing it. I'd have to do some further research, but I do know that there are changes being made to the drink policy.
They're doing every cruise line is like doing that. I don't know
Except
why.
every
Probably because
cruise
people
line
get
except
drunk.
Disney. Like Disney has
Yeah.
changed nothing. All they
Disney
changed
doesn't
is
really
the
have a lot of.
prices.
Disney's more
Well, Disney's family friendly, so
right. Disney's not really
I mean, you
I
still
made
have
chili
adult
cheese fries on-
areas, but you know.
very cool. Chili cheese fries on Utopia every day. That sounds good. I can't even lie. Chili cheese fries.
So yeah, lime and coconut is where you can go to get some drinks and whatnot. Dante, did you ever go there on Star of the Seas?
To where lime and coconut?
Yeah.
I did. I got like a strawberry daiquiri, which is basically a frozen strawberry drink, and a pina colada. They're really good.
Lime and coconut is actually on the Oasis class in the Freedom class. I
Yes.
saw that when I was doing my research. But especially on Utopia, lime and coconut has its updated venue look on the Utopia of the Seas, because it's smack
Right.
dab in the middle of the ship. Our room was just a few decks under it. You go up the stairs and basically right there.
Right. Yes, you do have the scoop. Yes. You have all the inside info. Okay, can you tell us anything about the Discovery class? Like, can you leak any information?
I don't think we have information about that. Now we also have
Yeah, that would be-
sprinkles. This is where you can come and get ice cream, because we know you love ice cream. Although this picture is
Yes,
inaccurate.
who doesn't like ice
Never
cream?
mind. It actually is accurate, because the staff gets it for you.
It is.
You don't
It
have
is.
the luxury of doing it yourself anymore. I miss
Yeah, no, they
that.
took that away after the certain events that we don't speak of on stream.
2020 was a rough
Yes.
year.
Yeah, we can all interpret the rest, right?
The world.
And the unlimited ice cream is on the opposite side. Yeah. Unlimited ice cream, yeah. It's goated.
Then we have the celebration table. This
is a kind of a this is inside the Aqua Dome. This is kind of like a supper club kind of restaurant. It's elegant, it's fancy, something like that.
Mhm.
So we have hooked seafood. So this is where you'll get shrimp and salmon. Well, you can get salmon in the dining room and stuff like that. But you get shrimp, salmon. You'll get crab legs, clam shells. What's that soup? Clam chowder. All the seafood you pretty much can find.
It's also located in the Aquadome.
Yes, that's also in the Aquadome. Yes. So Ryan Bean, that is a coffee shop in the Aquadome on the right side of the Aquadome, right next to the Aquadome Market. So this is where you can go get coffee or alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages. So it's basically another bar, but except it includes coffee. If you don't want to go pay those expensive Starbucks prices, there's a coffee shop right there for you.
They had Starbucks on Utopia. I remember stopping
Most
down
Royal Caribbean ships now have Starbucks. Like, I know all the Freedom classes have it after the big refit. Did Brilliance have a Starbucks?
there. She did, I'm pretty sure. I remember.
So they must have put it
chicken.
on from Radiance class up. Because I seriously doubt they have it on the
Vision class.
Yeah, I seriously doubt it because of how old the Vision classes are. I seriously doubt they're on the
I know
the
it's
Vision
on,
class because Rhapsody is already 30 years old.
I know that it's on Pride of America. I will say that much. I really
Caleb Tim, what's up?
Caleb Tim. So now we have El Loco Fresh, one of your Mexican restaurants.
El Loco, I would be here so often if my budget could afford. Oh, trust me, I would be on Star every week if I could afford it. Trust me.
Man,
If I would have ever hit the lottery, I'm taking us all on a cruise, scot free.
Yeah,
Like I will pay for all of us to go on a cruise on Star for 7 days, and we will just go have a great time. Trust me, that would be so great.
We'd be doing Pookie cruises all day long.
I'm getting Brandon, and we're going on a cruise.
What's up, Deco? What's up, Deco?
Oh, Dakota, what's up?
Dakota. That's what I was missing.
Yeah, that's one of my friends. What's up, brother? El Loco Fresh, yes, that is a complimentary Mexican restaurant. You can get rice, you can make your own burrito with tortilla shells, carne asada, ooh, so good. Chicken, rice and beans, and guacamole. You know, use casual Mexican restaurant style stuff. That is on, I think that's Freedom and Up, Freedom class and Up. I don't think that's on Radiance
No, I don't think
class,
so.
but it's Freedom and Up.
And as you can see, the art is based on, of course, Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos. Take that. I know Spanish.
Did I eat at El Loco? I did. Really good. I had like 3 carne asada burritos. It's really good.
The art reminds you of Coco. Beautiful Disney.
Oh,
movie.
chips and salsa. How could I forget that? Chips and salsa.
Now we're going to
So yes, I
Cantina
did
Fresca.
Yes, that is a bar that is connected to El Loco Fresh. It's all right there. I know the render. Yeah, it's all right there. If you actually look on the right side of the Cantina Fresca photo, that's El Loco Fresh right there. That's the little station with the chips and sauce. You can get guacamole and cheese, not right there. And then right behind that wall right there, that's where all the food is right there.
Very
So it's all
nice.
connected right there. It's pretty much one big venue. That's what I like to call it.
I love how colorful it is.
Yeah.
That just reminds you of like the world still has some color left in it.
It really does. The ship itself is really colorful.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna be real. Well, yeah, no, I'm gonna compare it to a Disney ship just because of how it's more tropical. Like, Disney's ships are more like red, blue, and red and stuff because, you know, white for the Mickey ears and whatnot and stuff.
It's also in reference
But,
to
like,
the Queen Mary.
Yeah, right. Royal Caribbean ships are more based on like blue and like green and, you know, more tropical colors and stuff like that.
Yeah. Alright, moving on.
So we have
Bar.
the Hideaway Bar. Yeah, so this is a bar over by the Hideaway beach pool at the very back of the ship.
Hold on, Mom. If there's any classified information, just be careful with that. Like,
Right.
if there's anything that you can't say,
Yeah.
don't say it. I don't want you to
Yeah,
get
I
in
would.
trouble.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to the Hideaway Bar.
Yeah. I do know, Braden's mom, I do know Royal Caribbean has said the Discovery class will be 180,000 gross tons, and it's going to be slightly bigger than Quantum, but smaller than Oasis. So
Yeah.
we'll see what happens with that. I'm low-key expecting it to look like an Oasis and Quantum combined, which I've also said, if you watch my cruise review on Star on my channel, if you watch my cruise ship review, I did say the Icon class is definitely an Oasis class and a Quantum class combined. I say that because the exterior, Loki looks like a Quantum class design, especially with the bow. But the inside of the ship is definitely an Oasis class because, you know, you have the Central Park, you have the surf side, which is Boardwalk on the Oasis class. You know, so it's just little similarities like that.
Yeah. The Hideaway Bar.
Yes, Hideaway.
It's at the Hideaway, your adult area, where you can just
All the way in
come
the very
get your-
back.
Yep, you can come get your drinks and have nice views of the ocean, and just hang out with your friends, all your adult friends and all that. But it's a really nice view, especially at twilight.
Yes, watching sunsets back there really cool. 18 and up are welcome. Only 21 and older to drink though. So,
I'm sure they have some non-alcoholic drinks though.
oh yeah, I'm sure. Pretty much all the bars do. Like you can get soda from there. Like you can get like a Coke or like a can of soda or something like that. Okay, so Swim and Tonic. So this is a pool bar right in front of the main pool area. It's more towards the front of the ship.
Yes.
This is right behind the Lime and Coconut, actually. It's right next to each other. Basically another bar, alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages. Can't talk today. And you can sit in the pool, drink, and relax in the hot sun.
This is a swim up bar, so you can just sort of swim to the bar, get a drink. You know, this is on Icon class. This is brand new, never before seen on a cruise ship. So Royal Caribbean continues to do the impossible.
Royal Caribbean has to be stopped. They have to be stopped.
Well, Carnival's trying to compete, but I don't know how long that's going to last. Royal
Project Ace doesn't even come out till 2029, which we will cover that on a podcast episode one day, actually. When we get more information, we will do Project Ace. Just we don't have enough information of it right now.
Yeah.
But
the most information we have now is just the new Excel classes.
Right. And the renderings for Project Ace literally look like a way bigger
it looks interesting.
Excel. Like just look at the bow and everything. You'll be able to tell easily.
Yeah, the renderings were put online, so they were leaked.
Right.
Now we have Lime and Coconut.
That's hardly mid. I was gonna read chat for a second before we kept continuing.
Oh, thank you, Silver. Very nice of you.
Yes, thank you. That's hardly mid-size. Then it should have been like more like Voyager class size. That would be mid.
Silver, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and like the stream.
Yes.
We love your company on the channel. It'd be awesome. Now we have Lime.
There's
and
nothing.
Frozen bar.
Yes. So this is where they'll make the pina coladas, like strawberry daiquiris and stuff like that, alcoholic and non-alcoholic. If it's alcoholic, you have to show your ID and whatnot upon request. But it's a pretty cool little feature there. It's pretty cool. So now we have the base camp bar. So this is
at Thrill Island.
The controversial topic came in. This is where the smash burgers are. This is where everybody thought this could compete with Guy's Burgers on Carnival, which I can confirm it does not hardly compete because Guy's Burgers is still on top.
Fair enough.
I will say base camp isn't bad. It's good, but it's not that. To me, it's overrated. But again, that's my opinion. So.
Well, I mean, in looks, it looks very nice. The design is very well done.
Yeah, it's really cool. You can get smash burgers, chicken tenders, tater tots, fries. It's really good.
Then we have Coastal Kitchen up in the Aquadome. This is in your suite neighborhood.
Yes, this is
suite passengers only.
Yeah, this is if you only have a suite. I think it's junior suite and up.
So.
Like you can have a suite, but I think it's a certain suite that you have to have. It's either that or you have to be. I don't remember exactly. I'll look it up, and I'll probably say it before the podcast is over.
But you have a very nice view of the Aquadome and where they do the Aqua Show in here.
Yes, that has to be a really cool view, especially if your table's right up against the window. That has to be really cool.
New water slide coming to Hero. Interesting. I wonder if it's a drop slide.
There's already a drop slide on at least Star anyway. It's a tiny one though. Like you know how at Coco Cay there's this one slide just goes straight down and comes down. Like kind of like at Typhoon Lagoon or Blizzard Beach. Yeah. Something like that. Yeah, there's one like that.
I saw that when I was on Utopia.
Yeah. Hero actually got her Aquadome installed, or is getting it installed as we speak. She's moving quickly.
Well, look at that. We finished our dining venues and we can move on to entertainment.
All right. Braden, this one's yours, my man.
All right. I'll take entertainment then. So of course, we have our classic Royal Theater. This is where you have all the cool shows and whatnot on board the ships. Normally, these are Broadway style, and they're original shows on most of the ships. But now on the Icon class, you've had Broadway style musicals. On Icon, you have Wizard of Oz. I will say I'm a bit more attached to that show because I was in that show at my school. I played the lion.
And I saw the most funniest picture ever.
Oh yeah, Dante got to see the behind the scenes photos.
I got some behind the scenes.
On Star of the Seas, it's Back to the Future the musical. Still yet to see that.
I did see that show. That show is 2 hours long.
2 hours.
So,
man, that's like
yes, it is it's cool. It's really cool, but it's so long.
I mean, having a DeLorean flying on a cruise ship, though, that sounds cool.
That was really cool to see. You can't record in there for obvious reasons, copyright and, whatever, but it's really cool.
And on Legend of the Seas, the show is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. So it's like in the Willy Wonka universe. So, but yeah, this is where you can come to see all the awesome shows on the ship. Huge shout out to all the performers. You're very talented. Keep going. As a performer myself, I know how hard it can be sometimes.
Right.
Moving on, we have the music hall. This is on decks 3 and 4. This is just a music venue where you can come to hang out with friends, jam out to your favorite music tunes. It's very much based off of a recording studio type design, but it's got a stage and everything. But they play music almost all the time in this place, so. Then you have Absolute Zero. This is the ice skating rink venue. This is where they do a bunch of cool ice skating shows. I've seen the shows on Mariner of the Seas, Utopia of the Seas, and Brilliance of the Seas. I'm pretty sure, yeah, Brilliance did have Absolute Zero, if I'm correct. So they have a bunch of cool shows in.
This one's more in a circle shape. On Radiance and other classes ships, it's more of a square or a rectangle kind of layout.
I will say that Utopia was my favorite because they played some Frank Sinatra, and the performer during that did some of the most incredible things I think I've ever seen on a cruise ship. Like Utopia,
right.
That was a game changer when I was like looking at the performances and whatnot. I'm gonna circle back to Royal Theater for a second. On Utopia at the Royal Theater, they had drones in the show. That blew my mind. It's like they were doing a drone show while having a theater show like on the stage. Like, it was amazing. Like Royal
That's
Theater
hard to do on a ship too.
Changer.
That's not easy at all. That takes some practice to do that and some coordinating. So that's pretty dope of Royal Caribbean to, add that for a show, which honestly makes the show a lot better.
Then you have
so get on Royal Caribbean.
This is located in the Aquadome, and this is where they do all the aqua shows and whatnot. Like on the Oasis class, this is normally located in the back of the ship. This is all your water shows and whatnot. Aqua 82 on the Utopia of the Seas, definitely my favorite aqua show. But I think that in the Aquadome, this is very beautiful, very nice. The lighting is amazing. So, and of course you have this is your view right here from Ryan Bean. So like you can even go get some coffee while watching it. Now we have our accommodations. Dante, do you want to take this one?
Yeah, so this is where we're going to go over the different kind of staterooms here on board. So we have our standard ocean view, nothing too crazy, little porthole. These rooms tend to be at the bottom of the ship. So like deck 2, deck 3, deck 4, somewhere there. Depends on the ship and how big it is. Like I remember when I sailed, completely different ship and a lot smaller of a ship. But I remember when I sailed on Disney Magic, we had a interior room all the way down in deck 2. So, and you feel a lot of motion down there, especially if the ship was small. So if you're prone to motion sickness, I would not advise getting a room like that. But, it's not terrible.
Speaking of Disney Magic, I'm going to chime in here. I was on Disney Wonder. We were on the same deck. We had an ocean view stateroom. But the coolest thing happened when we were in Alaska. we were going away from Dawes Glacier, I'm pretty sure, and a whale just came up right next to our room, and that's something that's like something I'll never see again for a long time. That was amazing.
That's
never
once in
seen
a
anything
lifetime
like
right there.
Like just a humpback whale just swimming casually right next to your porthole.
Yes, that's insane. Did you get a picture of that?
Yeah, we have footage of that. I think it's on one of Mom's cameras.
Oh, okay. Nice. Yes, Braden's mom. Let's tell us. Everyone's always open to questions and comments, everything.
Yes, yeah. We'll also have a specialized time for questions before the stream.
Yes.
ends, so, but we'll
have a Q&A.
But yeah, if you want to go ahead and tell us.
Yeah, so the balcony. This is my personal favorite, a balcony room, obviously, because you can just go out your balcony and look at the ship sailing in the middle of the ocean, or watch it come into port or depart port. And I had an infinite balcony, which we will get into here in just a second. The rooms are pretty spacious. They're pretty good. It's pretty much just a standard balcony. It's nothing too crazy. The bathrooms in these staterooms on the Icon class is definitely big. So
nice. All right, Mom's here with an update. Hero of the Seas is getting a 3-story treehouse family suite. Yeah, I did see that.
I did see that. That was insane. And you know what's crazy though?
What?
That room is actually starting at $50,000 a person. Starting price.
$50,000? That's way too
$50,000 a person.
Man, you have to be rich.
That's the starting price. So it could go up, and it's not gonna go down. There's no way it goes down.
That's a once in a lifetime room right there.
Yeah, no, that's a room that you're gonna get once, and you'll probably never have it again. So.
I mean, unless you're just a single person traveling and you get that room and it's all yours. I mean, if that's what you want.
But even then, I wouldn't spend that money. Like, what do I need with all that room if it's just me? Now, if I had a family of like 8 or 9, okay, then that's different. But like, actually, matter of fact, can we add that in here before the stream's over? The 3-story family suite? We have to show that if we can.
That's not on Legend of the Seas. That'd be on a Hero of the Seas episode.
Yeah, on Hero we'll definitely show that, but yes, I did see that. That was it's an insane room though. You can go outside at the very top of it. It's but it's $50,000 at least a person, which is outrageously insane.
Now we have the infinite balcony, which is
so this is the room. This is a unique design. So it looks like an interior room, but it's actually a balcony. You just let down a window and it turns into a balcony. It's really cool. It gives your room a lot more space to roam and put stuff down and whatnot. So honestly, it's probably the most convenient balcony room on the ship.
Celebrity originated.
This is not on every ship though. This is on Icon class. On Celebrity, it's on the Edge class, so like Celebrity Edge, Apex, Ascent, and
I think that's all, like the Celebrity, Edge, Apex, all those.
And Ascent, yeah.
I'm sure there's more. Also the XL.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was about to say. Yeah, the XL.
I saw her in November. She was beautiful.
Yes, I saw her on my Star Cruise. If you watch my Cozumel video, she looks good. She looks really good.
Now moving on, we have the Overlook Infinite Balcony. This is in Europe, of course, your Overlook areas, Central Park and Surfside. So this is
so you.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I was saying this is a Central Park view balcony. This is also on the Oasis class ships.
Well, not the Infinite Balcony. Just you have your Overlook balconies.
Yeah, it's a regular balcony on the Oasis, but
I will say the Overlook balconies in Central Park, beautiful views. I love that room. This is just This is basically an infinite balcony that overlooks the indoor areas that are open. So then you have your Surfside Family Suite, which is again an Overlook balcony right here. But it's a suite room. This is where you can have a larger family staying together. So Any comment on that?
This one looks at Surfside, and I think it's a Actually, yeah, it's a regular balcony on this one. This one's not infinite, so this is just a standard balcony.
Yeah. Now we have the panoramic ocean view. This is in the Aquadome.
Yeah, so this one actually sits, I think, at the very front of the ship. I'm not exactly too sure on this one, actually.
Well, judging by the window, it's in the Aquadome somewhere. These are your amazing views of the...
Yeah, I think it's right. Yeah, I think it's there.
These are your amazing views of the ocean while you're sailing along. It's all open, all natural lighting right here. Very beautiful.
Yes.
Then you have...
All right, so this next one, we have a Sunset Corner Suite, which is at the very back of the ship.
Yeah.
Like you see on the Oasis class, with the Aqua Theater Suite. Except this room is, I would say it's a lot bigger.
Yeah.
But it's pretty similar to the Aqua Theater Suite on the Oasis class. So like the Oasis, the Allure, Wonder, Harmony, and you know, all the Oasis class ships. And Oasis 7 coming up.
Her keel was laid. She's under
Yes.
construction.
We still have a long way to go, though.
Oh, yeah. Now we have the two-story aft suite. This is, of course, on the aft. This is that big two-story suite that you see on the back of the Icon class. I think that they have something similar on the Oasis as well.
Yeah, they do. I think it's called... I think on the Oasis it's called... it's up on that little top part of the ship where the funnel is.
Yeah.
I think it's called the Royal Loft, I think.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But this is the suite with the little dry slide inside. That's awesome. Like for the kids, that's amazing. Like, you can just slide down to the first floor.
This is also the rooms that be costing like $45,000 and stuff like that. So
again,
it's crazy.
You rich to have these.
Right.
And then of course you have the ultimate family townhouse. I don't know much about this suite. I only know it's another.
This one, I think, is the biggest suite that's on the ship. I think this one is kind of similar to the 3-story townhouse on the upcoming sister ship Hero of the Seas. I just don't think it's as big as that one will be. But this one, I think, has 3 or 4 bedrooms and like 4 bathrooms and a whole gaming station and everything. It's pretty cool. It's in the very back of the ship, though. That's where all the big suites are, at the very back.
Okay. And then you have the Royal Loft Suite, which is, of course, those large window suites at the front of the ship that are 2 stories.
Yeah, those...
Dante?
Yes, no, I was saying those sit right behind the Aquadome. My bad, I didn't mean to skip on that one.
Now we have our itineraries. I can't talk, my goodness. It's late, y'all, it's late.
We're pulling.
We're almost done. We've been going for about an hour, so we're going at a pretty good pace.
Yes.
So we have our itineraries on Legend of the Seas. Of course, starting with Euro Summer, which is about to kick up on the 4th of July. So this is the first itinerary of the Mediterranean. You have your 3-night Mediterranean cruise. You start in Rome, Italy. You visit Naples, and then you have a day at sea. Then you arrive in Barcelona. I'm pretty sure this is just one of your repositioning, because she switches between Barcelona and Rome every now and then.
Yeah, she's going to be doing that quite frequently, actually. So it's going to be interesting to see her switch back and forth.
So then you have your 7-night Mediterranean cruise, starting in Barcelona. On day 2, you'll visit Palma de
Mallorca.
However you say that. Then you're in Marseille, France. In La Spezia, Italy. Then you visit Rome, Naples. Have a nice day at sea, and then you arrive back in Barcelona for debarkation.
It's definitely a definitely interesting itinerary that they're going to be doing while
This
they're
map
over.
right here I had to make all by myself because I didn't have a reference, so I had to figure it out. So if the route is not completely accurate, I do apologize. I tried my best. This is your 8-night Western Mediterranean. You're starting in Rome, and you visit La Spezia, have a nice day at sea, make it to Naples, have another day at sea, then Palma de Mallorca, is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah.
Palma de Mallorca. Then you're in Malaga, which she just arrived there recently, or is on her way or something like that. Then you have a day
She's
at
on her
sea,
way there now.
and you arrive back in Barcelona. This is one of those repositionings that we've talked about because she does this frequently. And you have your Spanish transatlantic to Florida. This is a 13-night cruise. Of course, you start in Barcelona, you visit Palma de Mallorca, and you're in Alicante, Spain, wherever that is. Then you're in Malaga, and you finally cross the ocean for 9 days, over days 5 through 14 or 13. Then you arrive in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. This will be closer to November. She'll be arriving in Fort Lauderdale to begin your Caribbean cruises.
This is where she'll spend her winter season, and then she'll head back to the Med in spring. So she's not here for a long time, but she's here for a few months.
She's not your average main position in America ship. She's in between.
Yeah.
So
I am gonna try to get her on the videos for you guys when she gets here to Florida.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to get her. I'm gonna try to go to Fort Lauderdale and try to see it.
So now you have your Bahamas naming cruise. This is where the ship, I believe, will have her naming ceremony. It's a 3-night, so you start in Fort Lauderdale, you head to Coco Cay for the naming ceremony, then you have a day at sea, and then you arrive back in Fort Lauderdale. What's up? What's up, stepmom? Dante, that's the one Auntie wants to go on. Spanish.
Oh, that's my aunt. Hi, Auntie. The Spanish transatlantic. Yeah, that's a good itinerary.
Hello,
Too bad it costs at like $3,000 a person.
I'm his friend Brayden. Welcome to Ship to Shore Cruising. I hope that you enjoy. We're doing a podcast because we're friends now, and we just thought of this overnight, so here we are.
All because of a stupid meetup at Port Canaveral we did.
January seeing Disney Adventure, and somehow we got to this.
Yup.
Moving on, we have our Perfect Day getaway. So this is a 4-night. You're starting in Fort Lauderdale. Perfect day at Coco Cay. You have 2 days at sea, then you arrive back in Fort Lauderdale.
I think this is the cruise that Justin Hirsch and Brandon from Cruising His Life is going on. Actually, he told me when we were at Port Canaveral a couple weeks ago. Yeah, I think he said they're doing that.
Seems pretty nice.
Yeah.
Then you have your Caribbean itineraries, starting with your 6-night Caribbean and Perfect Day. This is Western Caribbean to be specific. So of course you're starting in Fort Lauderdale. This is your home port. Perfect Day, Coco Cay, Bahamas. Day at sea. Falmouth, Jamaica. Labadee, Haiti. Another day at sea. Then arriving back in Fort Lauderdale.
I do have to pause you right there. Labadee is depending on if Royal Caribbean reopens it, because they haven't opened it in a long time for certain reasons. So they might replace that Labadee with maybe like that's either going to be a sea day or that'll be like a Puerto Plata or a Nassau or something like that.
Yeah. Labadee is very dependent on what's going on the island.
Right. Because I haven't seen anybody go there in like a year and a half, so.
You have another 6-night, but this time you're visiting the Mexican coast. Starting in Fort Lauderdale, you head to Perfect Day at Coco Cay. Nice day at sea. Costa Maya, which is also, I'm pretty sure is Puerto Plata, whatever.
Costa Maya?
Yeah. Something like that.
That's Mexico.
Yeah. Then you go to Cozumel, day at sea, and arrive back in Fort Lauderdale. Now you have an 8-night Caribbean and Perfect Day. Starting in Fort Lauderdale, you have 2 days at sea, 2 days in a row. Then you're in Willemstad, Curacao. If I'm pronouncing that incorrectly, I apologize. You have Oranjestad, Aruba. Another 2 days at sea. Perfect day at Coco Cay, and then back to Fort Lauderdale.
It's definitely a good itinerary. Seeing an Icon class ship in Aruba is going to be absolutely insane to see on the pictures when it comes out.
Holiday itineraries. This is your Christmas itineraries. You have your 7-night Perfect Day and Coco Cay and Caribbean getaway for your holidays. Starting in Fort Lauderdale, of course, you have a nice day at sea, visiting Costa Maya, Cozumel, another day at sea, a holiday at Perfect Day at Coco Cay, and heading back to Fort Lauderdale on a day at sea, and then you arrive back on day 8. Another itinerary during the holidays, you have your 8-night Southern Caribbean and Perfect Day holiday. So, of course, starting in Fort Lauderdale, 2 days at sea. You head to Oranjestad, Aruba for 2 days, actually. So you do an overnight stay. So that seems very nice. I would love to do an overnight stay. I know that a lot of
I'm actually doing that on my Freedom of the Seas cruise in November.
You head to Cabo Rojo in the Dominican Republic. Day at sea, Perfect Day at Coco Cay, then back to Fort Lauderdale. Then you have
That's a heck of an itinerary.
You have another Spanish transatlantic where you're heading back to the Spanish coast from Florida. So you're starting in... Oh, did I screw this one up? Uh-oh. This is, I think... This was supposed to... I screwed this slide up. This was supposed to be like Port Everglades, then you visit... then you head over the sea, head to Cadiz, Malaga, and Barcelona. My apologies, I screwed up this slide. Anyways.
Shame. No, just kidding.
Now, Legend of the Seas incoming. That means that the ship is done, almost about to start itineraries. We have it's not even a long wait. So you guys that are going on Legend of the Seas, you don't have to wait much longer. Starting with our recent news, she has departed from the shipyard. She's completed her construction and left Turku, Finland. It was just a week ago.
Yes, and then if you go to the next one, she passed under the Great Belt Bridge in Denmark. So people actually wonder how these big ships get down here. So what actually happens is the Oasis class and the Icon class have this special feature where it is a retractable funnel where the smokestacks can actually go into the actual base of the structure, giving it more clearance, and they have to sail under the bridge at a high speed so that way the ship will sink into the water and it'll give it more clearance at the top, posing less of a risk of skipping the top of the ship.
Yes. And the ships have to be built to these guidelines.
IRL ship spotting, what's up?
Thank you for the correction, IRL. Puerto Plata is in the Dominican Republic, and Costa Maya. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Puerto Costa Maya. My mistake. I'm sorry. So yep, she just did the Great Belt Bridge, and then Legend of the Seas arrives in Cadiz, Spain. This is our most recent news. She has arrived in Cadiz for her maiden arrival. This is, I'm pretty sure, where she's done a couple shakedown cruises, if I'm correct.
Yeah, that three night that we mentioned just a few minutes ago, that's gonna be one of them. I think that's actually why she's heading to Malaga. I think she's gonna do a preview cruise from there, you know, for the media and whatnot. Every cruise line tends to do that for their new ships, just so they can promote it. And it's a promotional thing, so that way they can get you to book.
She did just depart Cadiz. This is not included in the slideshow, but she did just depart, heading from Malaga.
Yeah, she actually departed, I think, early this morning. Actually, so. And
her maiden voyage is in 1 week, actually less than 1 week, but this is what I just put on a slideshow. But her maiden
next Saturday.
Is next Saturday on July 4th. Ironic timing.
What a way to celebrate the July 4th holiday, right?
Yeah, American holiday, July 4th. So, I'm sure Royal Caribbean timed it that way for a reason, of course.
Well, actually, that's actually early, because I don't think she was supposed to start until the end of July. Well, but since Royal Caribbean is so ahead of schedule on building these ships, they added, because they did the same with Star, they added like 2 or 3 more cruises, extra cruises, before she actually got started on her 7 nights. They added like 2 or 3 4-night cruises to just Coco Cay and back and something like that.
Yeah.
Because they were so ahead of schedule of building these ships.
Every recent ship has been ahead of schedule.
Yeah.
but I'm sure that all the maiden voyage passengers are going to have fun. Of course, it's a Mediterranean, so you get to see a bunch of cool stuff out on the Spanish coast, because I will admit the architecture on the Spanish coast is so much better. So you get to see a lot of structures and whatnot. One of these days I'll get myself down there. I don't know how, but I'll get the money somehow and I'll make it.
Right. Yes, it's going to be a big party on Legend of the Seas for 4th of July. Especially here in the US with Icon and Star too. Oh yeah, I'm sure it's gonna be crazy. This next upcoming cruises for these ships.
All right, we're moving on to our Q&A section. Let us know if you have any questions about Legend of the Seas. Let us know in live chat, and we'll do our best to answer them. I'm sure Dante probably knows a bit more than I do, given his experience on the Icon class. So we're gonna leave the floor to y'all in the chat. Go ahead and leave us with any questions that you have. Well, again,
and this will be time to just talk about cruise ships in general.
Yeah.
Now, this is the yap part of the podcast that we were saying. Yes, this is the yap part. So
the floor is open to our friends in the chat. Speaking of our friends in the chat, if you're just now joining the stream, welcome. We're sorry if you missed a majority of this podcast episode. Of course, you can scroll back, but if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to both our channels. It seriously helps us to bring this sort of content to you, shows us that you like the content, and gives us some moral support. Sometimes I will say, content gets hard, and it gets, again, it's just sometimes it's hard to be a YouTuber some days.
Right. Braden's mom, I do appreciate you saying that to my aunt. That's really nice. Thank you.
Thank you to my mom.
I do my best.
In the chat tonight.
Thank you. I appreciate you saying that.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that.
So again, just let us know if you have any questions. Is there anything that you want to yap about?
I will say Legend right now.
Oh, current position.
Is actually just off the coast of Malaga. She will be there in the morning.
Hold on, I'll pull up Cruise Mapper for y'all.
She's heading 17 knots right now, and she's actually on approach. I keep forgetting Spain is like another 5 hours ahead. So it's like what? It's like 4 or 5 in the morning over there now.
Yeah. So she passed through the Strait of Gibraltar, and here's our current position. Oh, that's an ad. There you go. Here's Legend of the Seas right here. This little red circle, heading towards Malaga, Spain.
Yes.
She's currently going 17 knots.
She's moving.
Yeah. ETA.
I remember on Star. I remember from Star, from Costa Maya all the way to Port Canaveral, we were flying at 23 knots the entire way.
So right now, let's see if it's 5 hours ahead of us, if it's 5 hours ahead of us, then it's about 2 in the morning.
Yeah, it's already early over there.
Infinite balconies on DCL, yes or no? It depends on execution of how they do it. If they did infinite balconies like higher on the ship, like where they have like the suite areas under like the deck where they have the Horn on Triton class, that would be interesting. I would totally be supportive of infinite balconies on Disney. It would have been interesting to see if they tried that for Disney Adventure.
I was honestly surprised they didn't put infinite balconies on, because it looks like, especially with the Royal Caribbean group, like Royal Caribbean Celebrity and whatnot, they're putting infinite balconies on all their future ships. So Lucky would not. I doubt this is gonna happen, but it wouldn't surprise me if Oasis 7 will be the one Oasis class, since it's already this far into development, that it'll have an infinite balconies on it, or maybe the Discovery class will have it too. But it'll definitely be interesting to see. Like, I doubt it'll be on the Disney Believe, but if they got another Triton class, I could maybe see that happening, because infinite balconies seem to be the new way in the cruising industry now.
Although with Disney, I think that they do like to respect most tradition, so I don't think that we'll see that on Triton. But maybe the next class of ship, or if they out of the blue order another Disney Adventure class ship.
Oh, I would love that. I'm not opposed to that.
I'm not opposed to it. I would love them to bring it to the American market.
if anyone at Disney is watching this,
I will. If Adventure fails in the Asian market, I'm not going to complain because that means that they're going to bring her to America, and I'm sure that ship will do great in the American market.
if they bring her to Port Canaveral, Braden's gonna lose his mind. It would be so hilarious.
I am very much going to lose it if Disney Adventure comes back to Port Canaveral. I'm going to try to.
That would be cool to see. It was cool to see her in January. That's actually when I met Braden, Ship to Shore Cruising in person. I've been watching him for years already, but that's when I met him in person. And here we are now doing a podcast. It's like brothers at first sight, right?
Yep.
It's pretty goated.
Michael, do you think there will be a second, third, and fourth adventure class?
No, I don't even think they're gonna get a second one. However, they always say never. So,
again,
but I don't think there's gonna be. Right. I was gonna say it depends on how the Disney Adventure produces, because if you didn't know, Disney Adventure was not supposed to be Disney. That was originally a cruise line owned by Getting Hong Kong, but they filed for bankruptcy during the events of 2020. And so for a long time, there was actually supposed to be two of them, but one got scrapped after it just laid its keel. It just got scrapped. Yep. And so the ship that we have now just stayed there in Meyerwerft for like 8 years. And eventually one day, on a random day, there was a rumor going around saying that Disney Cruise Line was interested in buying the ship. And then like a week later they came out and said, oh, we're buying the Disney that ship. And then like a couple months later they announced that it was going to be named the Disney Adventure. And then everything just flew by after that. Like the ship was getting constructed really quickly. Yep. And then eventually she was done. And then she went to Germany after she got delivered. She went to Germany to get some cargo, and then she made her way from Germany to Port Canaveral, which is where we saw her. And then she went from Port Canaveral to
Singapore. They went to LA.
I was gonna say they stopped in LA first, and then they went to.
The fact that
she fit in the Panama Canal.
Yes, that blew my mind. I was watching the footage. That thing went fast. Okay, update from Mom. You now have to pay for soda cups on RCCL. No longer include. Are you kidding me? So that means I can't just walk up to a soda fountain, have my cup, and just put soda in it.
That's such an L. Did they say when that's going to take effect? Will that affect my cruise in November?
On the cruise payment, okay, then we'll talk. But that's just ridiculous. Hello, our Productions. Right. Good to see you. If you haven't already, make sure to like the stream and subscribe to the channel. We'd love to have your company, and it shows us that you like our content and that you support us morally.
But Michael, back to your. So the short answer right now is no, but they always say never say never. If they do get another one, I only think they'll get two, because they already have the Disney Believe, and I think one more Triton coming. So if they did buy another adventure class ship, it definitely wouldn't be anytime soon. But they say never say never. So if the Adventure made them some money, and if they brought the Disney, and that's my thing, I feel like the Disney Adventure would have made a lot more money in America than in Asia.
You can, but you have to buy not included in package active net. Oh, so it is active, so it will affect your cruise.
Dang.
You have to buy a not included. You have to buy. Dang, that
sucks. You're low-key better off just buying a soda, because they're usually like $3.
I'm going to go ahead and say that's why I favor Disney more, because they're all-inclusive. You don't even have to have a drink package unless you're getting an alcoholic drink package.
Right, Disney, you can actually get sodas for free.
Soda, no questions asked. It's like the ice cream. Free, like everything on Disney, free except for your gift shops and whatnot. You've never been on a cruise. Oh, our production says he's never been on a cruise. You guys make me incredibly interested. Yes, totally try out a cruise. It's not what Netflix
Warning, it's addicting. It's very addicting.
It's very addicting. Once you get into it, you can't stop it.
Nope.
But it's not.
It's like drugs.
Oh, we're not talking about drugs on this channel. We might talk about alcohol, but not drugs.
No.
Alcohol is tolerable, not drugs.
No. See, this is what happens when you put two idiots here.
The trailer said two idiots.
Yes. Whoops.
But yeah, totally try out a cruise. It's not what the Netflix documentaries make it out to be. Not every cruise is a poop cruise. Unfortunately, that's just the event that somehow.
I was gonna say, yeah, no.
That's just a complete stroke of bad luck if you believe in that. But totally try out a cruise. Definitely Royal Caribbean and Disney Cruise Line. Even though Disney Cruise Line is expensive, it's all inclusive, so it's worth your money. If I was a first time cruiser on Disney, I would go for the Dream class first, like Disney Dream, Disney Fantasy. But if you
That was my first Disney cruise. Yeah.
If you prefer something smaller, definitely Magic or Wonder. Or if you want to go completely new ship, definitely one of the Triton class, like Disney Wish, Treasure and Destiny. Or if you want to fly all the way to Singapore, Disney Adventure.
Specialty restaurants on DCL. And okay, but the thing with Disney is you're always dining in a different spot, like every night. Like I remember, like one night you're in the Animator's Palette. One night you're in the Enchanted. I think it's called Enchanted Garden. I think it's called.
Those are the included ones. She's talking about like Palo and all the other assorted restaurants that you can dine at. You do have to pay extra for those.
Yeah, no, you got to pay extra for specialty. That's on all cruise lines, unfortunately. Otherwise, I'd be in chops like half the cruise.
Yeah. I mean, I'm in Sorrento's all the time that it's free. On Royal Caribbean, I'm always at Sorrento's. So if you ever on a Royal Caribbean cruise at the same time as me, you can definitely find me there.
Right.
All right.
DCL is building a new smaller ship class.
Yes, we barely have any information about that. All that we know, it's bigger than Magic, smaller than Dream. So we can only assume it's just going to be like a deck taller than Magic.
The sad part is that's probably going to be the classic ship that retires the Magic and Wonder.
Yes. Food is definitely your go-to when you're going on a vacation. That's fair.
Man, I be gaining 50 pounds after every cruise, and I have to waste it all.
For me, it's food and soda and candy.
Especially when it's free. Oh boy. There was one time, I never told you about this, Braden, but when I sit on Mardi Gras when she first came out, I literally ate myself sick on like the 4th day of the cruise when we were in San Juan. I ate like 3 guys burgers and like a whole thing with steak and rice and like 3 lemonades and like 4 ice cream cones in the span of 1 hour, because that was my first cruise since the you know what.
Yeah, I mean, you had to live it up a little bit.
Yeah, I literally hurled everything up after a while. I literally hurled it all up.
Well,
it was so nasty
to put an image of in my mind. But
you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
This is PG-13 podcast. Actually, no. No, PG-13.
I would just say
sometimes we can yap a little too much.
At least PG.
Yes. We're not bad. We're not bad. We don't cuss.
Now,
we don't cuss.
The virtual sailor streams, depending on the mood or whoever else is in the voice chat. Okay, we might put a viewer discretion advised label on, but
a little bit.
We try to moderate ourselves. I do try to draw the line at swearing. So.
Yes, Disney does not include an alcohol package. No, you have to pay for it. That's all cruise lines too. I'm pretty sure they don't. You have to pay extra for the alcoholic beverages.
Yeah, that's what.
So here's some ports like Alaska and Venice do not want the big ships, so smaller ships. Honestly, that might be a good point. That might be one of, if not the only reason why they don't retire the Magic and Wonders, because the Magic and Wonder are actually fit to do Alaska cruises, which is why the Wonder's been up there for so long now. Mm-hmm. It's like, yeah, so that might be the one reason. It's not like they're in bad shape. No, they're in great shape to be 30 years old.
Just came out of a dry dock, and she's looking great.
Yeah, so she has at least another 4 or 5 years left in her, because they do dry dock every 4 or 5 years.
Man, it's crazy that Wish is going to dry dock in a year.
Yeah, that's crazy. And then she's going to Europe. Dude, it was like yesterday when Wish came. I remember when Wish came for the first time. I was like, wow. Because I couldn't believe Dream. I couldn't believe Dream was leaving, because we had Dream for 10 years in Port Canaveral. So that was like a bittersweet thing. I'm like, wow, the ship that basically shaped Port Canaveral is finally going off somewhere else. So now Dream's been in Port Everglades. She was in Miami for a short time. She was in Europe for quite a bit some time, in Southampton. She was
But Disney Dream is coming home next summer.
Yes, I will be going over to see her.
I will be going to see Disney Dream. I have not seen Dream since 2013. I was like 5 then.
Yes, so it'd be cool to see the Dream again. I have not seen the Dream. It's been a long time, so I can't wait to see her again.
Yeah.
I've seen the Disney Fantasy a handful of times.
Yeah,
Not that I don't like it, it's just I've seen it so many times. It's like,
Fantasy, like, the Fantasy is one of our family's favorite, or not. If not, it is our family favorite. I'm more aimed towards Wish class because I just think that the ship is very beautiful in general. Especially Wish has the best atrium in the fleet. I'm gonna go ahead and leave that hot take in the room. But yeah, Dream coming back.
that's not really a hot take, in my opinion. You honestly might be correct, but again, that is opinion based.
Yeah.
Let that spark a debate. You're gonna be arguing with Braden all night long.
Yeah, do this all day. All right. I think this, Michael says that I think that the smaller ships are gonna be. Yeah. Like Dante and I said, I think that we both think that that will be the class to finally retire the Wonder and the Magic. Where they're gonna go after that, I have no idea. I don't know if another cruise line's gonna try to buy them, or if they're gonna go to Turkey and pick the bucket. It's hard.
In
to
Costa
think
Rica,
about
yeah.
that. It's very hard to think about that.
Right.
It's like the Magic and the Wonder have been around for so long. So to the ships, like when we were watching YouTube, like as kids getting into like cruising, that was those ships that like built some of my love for cruising, especially Disney cruising.
Right.
Wonder is just very special to me because I got to see Alaska on her. So especially seeing the Magic and Wonder go, I know that's gonna get me emotional. I'm hoping that they can stay around for another 5 to 10 years. I'm very much hopeful that Disney Cruise Line will keep them as long as they can. But eventually I will have to face the reality that they will have to be retired.
Yeah, they're in great shape though to be almost 30 years. Like, Wonder came out in Magic came out in 1992.
No,
98.
98 and 99. So Magic was 98.
So Wonder
was 99.
So yeah, I was gonna say they came out like a year apart.
Yeah, they start.
And that's what shaped Disney Cruise Line into what it is now.
Wonder's keel was late as Magic was being finalized for like sea trials.
Yeah.
I learned that.
Crazy. 1998. I was not even born in 1998.
1999. Were you?
Not that either.
All right. 1999.
How old do you think I am?
I mean, I know that you're 19, but I didn't know if you were.
Do you think I'm 59 or something?
No, I mean 1999. Never mind. Forget I said.
Welcome to the podcast, folks.
Forget I said that. Although age is just a number, for all you care, you could be 54.
In Skagway, you could see one side of the docking area with water and the other side with none. These mega ships cannot make it into the passages are not as deep. Yeah,
Yep.
That's the tricky part about Alaska cruises is that it can only hold a certain amount of ships because the water there is actually so shallow. There's never rough seas there. Now, I have seen and heard that, especially in the wintertime, the seas are rough to get to Alaska. So like if you're leaving from Seattle, I heard the waves can get really pretty rough out there to get to Alaska. But once you get in Alaska, it's smooth pretty much. The whole time you're in the inside passage and all that.
We're not babies, Mom.
I mean, sometimes we act like it.
I will say that's fair.
We do act like idiots. It's in the trailer.
It's in the trailer, so get ready for some more ranting and raving.
Yes.
All right, we've been
Yes,
going
our
for about
productions.
98 minutes, and very nice.
Yes. We have 13, but kept the count over 10 the whole time.
We kept the count over 10,
This is-
so that means that next podcast should keep going higher.
Yes. If you guys are enjoying the podcast, be sure to like and subscribe to both Ship to Shore and myself. Lets us know that you guys do like the podcast.
So, since we're
And-
at about 100 minutes of streaming, do we want to go ahead and start wrapping things up, or do we want to keep yapping?
We can yap for a few more minutes.
All right. Because I do want to cap it at least maybe an hour and a half or something, or 2 hours. 'Cause
Yeah.
90 minutes is an hour and a half, so
We have 20 minutes to 2 hours, so we might get there.
yeah. But if y'all want us to yap for another little bit, we can do that.
Is there any more questions?
Yeah, like let us know in the chat if you have any.
They can do any cruise line now. We've been talking about Disney now that we got through Legend.
This is literally anyone. Hello, little blue GPS bear. You missed the majority of it, but you can always scroll back and look. Michael, your message was retracted. Yes, I'm unemployed. This is my job. This is my job.
You haven't been monetized yet.
Yes, but being
not yet. You're almost there. You're at the numbers. You just have to get some. You're almost there. You have the numbers.
This stream's gonna get me watch hours. I'll go ahead and say that. This stream's gonna.
Yes, you just need watch hours.
That's why I've been live streaming more this summer, because watch hours. That live streaming comes in clutch with watch hours.
Right.
Especially longer form videos. That's why I've also haven't been doing much shorts recently, because I want to push out more long form videos. I'll eventually get back to doing YouTube shorts. Well, we have to. Yes, we all have to start somewhere. We all start from zero.
Yes, I'm a newer creator. I've only been doing this for some months.
I mean,
and yet I feel like I'm getting the hang of it now.
Within 2 months, you're doing very good.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I could inspire you to, even want to do this.
If you think me and Braden are yapping on podcasts, y'all don't want to see us off camera.
Man, August 1st and 2nd are going to be nuts.
Oh, yes.
You won't be there on the 1st.
I'll be there the 2nd. The 2nd, I want to see Star.
Yeah, speaking since
yes, I heard in August. Yes, I will be back in August 2nd. I will.
Yes, we will be back at Port Canaveral August 1st and 2nd. Dante will be here on the 2nd for the Sunday Sailaways. It's a very nice 5-ship lineup at Port Canaveral, and I will be staying in the Jetty Park cabins. That's the first for me.
Oh, Braden's mom. I actually had an idea I brought up to Braden. After I'll message you on TikTok about it. After the podcast. I had an idea that I mentioned to Braden that might be able to work.
All right, so do you think Michael says that he thinks that Disney will do Northern Lights cruises in the winter? That really depends.
I think they have before in the past, actually.
They do Northern Lights not even in the winter, because the Northern Lights, especially in Alaska, are out a lot.
Yeah, I was going to say, they're almost year-round. They're not exactly year-round, but they're almost there.
I mean, we had the Northern Lights in Georgia that one time. That was amazing.
I saw one from the sky on a plane ride one time. I forgot where I was going.
That is
but it wasn't that long ago. I think I was going to LA, actually. Or coming back from LA on a red eye.
One of the most beautiful natural wonders I've ever seen.
Right. Like, honestly, the camera does no...
The camera doesn't know good.
Yeah, the Disney Dream when she's in Europe tends to go to Norway. She'll go to, like, Flon. The fjords and all that.
The passengers get their Frozen experience in real life, because Frozen takes place in Norway.
It's a heck of a photo op, though. The photo ops that you get on those kind of cruises are insane. There's nothing like it. I honestly don't think these cameras that we see in these videos, I don't think they do any justice. Yeah. Genuinely.
Also, American architecture is just all the same, but when you're on the other side of the world, like on the Spanish coast, German coast, all that, you have so much better architecture, so much better photo op opportunities. It's just so much more beautiful than the American coast. That's why so many people like to go overseas more.
Yeah. Yes, the Northern Lights are in Norway. See, Brady, you keep messing up. Get your act together.
The Northern Lights are in Alaska, I thought.
I thought so too, so I can't even bash Braden. I take that back.
You thought it too, man. Come on.
Would I give to see the Northern Lights? They can have my pinky finger.
Oh, Norway, yes. From what I've seen and heard, is beautiful. I don't know if I'll ever get down there in my life, but that'd be awesome, God willing, if I was able to do that.
Yes, if we can go see the Northern Lights, that would be insane.
Okay, Northern Lights are in Alaska as well, so we were right. We were not wrong.
Oh, okay. I apologize.
Lol.
Maybe I am the idiot.
No, we're both the idiots.
That's right.
Yeah, we're both idiots.
Norway is beautiful from what I can see. It's very cold in the winter. Countries like that, like if you see Turku, Finland, when Legend was being built in the wintertime, it was snow. It was literally snow on top of the ship while it was being constructed. So I'm like, I don't know how the construction workers worked around that in the wintertime. And it gets like in the negatives. Like it gets like in the deep negatives. Like I'm talking like -10, -15 degrees.
The river was also iced over. Like it was a complete layer of ice.
Yeah, like if Legend had sea trials, luckily she wasn't on the water at this time, but she would have went nowhere.
They would have had to get an icebreaker.
Yeah, that would have been
fun to see, though.
Yes, we're both brilliant, but we are both
We're goofy.
We are both.
We're goofy goobers.
That's our humor.
Yes, very much goofy goobers.
But is there any more questions, anybody? We'll give everyone about 5 more minutes or so.
Yeah,
Ask any more questions.
Start wrapping up pretty soon. It's late at night for us, but we're very happy that we can even do this.
There will be. We think we know what the next podcast episode is going to be, but that is to be revealed.
Yes, we're doing one episode every month.
Yes.
Royal Railway is one of the coolest things on a cruise ship. I mean, that's debatable. I think that
it's like
it's an immersive experience. I haven't done it yet.
Right.
I would love to try it because I do love trains. Trains give me a special connection to my late grandfather, and as a kid I was obsessed with Thomas the Tank Engine. So, you know,
Chuggington was better.
Chuggington was cool. Although the old Thomas things were pretty cool. It was
right. ECL partners with National Geographics and have ships that will break through the ice. That's Mickey Mouse money. Mickey Mouse is a rich man.
Yes, Mickey Mouse.
No wonder Minnie married Mickey Mouse.
I mean, Minnie didn't fumble. Neither did Mickey.
No, not at all.
Did not fumble.
Not at all.
Those two are true American icons. Worldwide.
Just like Donald Duck, Donald and Daisy.
Oh yeah, we did do the senior informal.
Scrooge McDuck.
Scrooge McDuck from DuckTales. Old rich man
Scrooge McDuck mentioned.
I've seen both the reboot and the old DuckTales, and it is amazing.
What about Professor Von Drake? He has to be rich, right?
Oh my god, Professor Von Drake. Dude, that is a forgotten character right there. So many people have forgotten.
I'm just dropping ball. I'm dropping ball out here.
Y'all, a lot of you new gens don't understand this. I'm not doing my voices on the stream. Maybe next time. Maybe at Port Canaveral. I'll do it at Port Canaveral.
Brayden, do your voices. Brayden, do your voices, your mom says.
I don't wanna.
Do it. We're idiots. It's in the trailer.
Oh, fine. Boy, I love doing these voices. God, I must be crazy.
Ooh, that's actually cool. That's actually really cool.
They're like making a movie about me or something. It's like Lilo and Stitch 2 live action. Also, they're doing a film about that's 2D animated. That wasn't as good as it could have been. You're welcome, viewers. Judging on how this podcast went, should we extend this to Spotify? I think this went great.
I think we should. I think we should.
Voices go crazy for... Hey, that's what
yes, they do.
That's what us guys that love to play with our voice can do. And I'm gonna go ahead and throw the bombshell here. Better than any artificial intelligence could ever do. Artificial intelligence
there it
is
goes.
not real art. We're gonna go ahead and drop that bombshell.
There we go.
Debate in the chat all you want. I don't care what level of skill set that you claim to have. Everyone starts somewhere, but can you pass for voice? I can actually voice act. Give me a script and I can do whatever.
Disney, call him up for a movie.
Disney, please, if you're listening, I want to be in a movie. I mean, I can never eventually, if I can do some voiceovers on TikTok, because I would love to also do more than just cruising content on TikTok, because I would love to do some trash posts of just random stuff.
Yo, that would be fire.
Sometimes we have to deviate from trash post, but still have our
Right.
we have to deviate from like mainstream posts, do some trash posts, but are still in our general area of interest. Because everyone has
Right.
different interests aside from their niche interest. Did I just say entrance? Oh my god. We all have other interests, of course. But of course, I love cruise ships, but I also do have a passion for the arts. And I love to draw.
I'm a huge AV geek.
Yeah.
If you know me, I am a huge aviation geek. This is a cruise podcast, so no
very
aviation
much so.
content on the cruising podcast, but we will talk about aviation if you.
Aviation. I'm a very novice person. I'm very much a novice.
Yes.
I don't know as much as he does, but all I know is plan big, plan small, plan go up, plan go down, plan happy, plan sad. We also love to just I love watching planes at the Atlanta airport whenever I'm flying down there, or if I go to the Delta Museum. And also whenever I hear something that sounds like a military plane, I will run outside just to go see it.
I actually heard there was one time, a long time ago when I was younger, I heard the loudest C5 Galaxy ever. Like, I heard that thing from over a mile away. Like, the C5 Galaxies are.
Yeah, that thing. I've heard of that thing. The coolest. I
Come
think
to Atlanta, we'll go to the Delta Museum. That would be cool. It's only a 1 hour flight, and it's right next to the airport. So that could literally be a day trip. That would be cool.
The coolest thing is that I've seen. I was cutting the grass outside my house, and lo and behold, an osprey flies by. I didn't get a good glimpse of it, but I could tell it was an osprey by the design. But I turned the tractor into full gear, tried to chase it up the driveway, but unfortunately it was gone by then. Oh yeah.
The factory is behind your office for C5s. That's cool. That is awesome. That has to be awesome to see.
We're very near a Lockheed Martin area facility.
That is like the most. That's the most sick thing in the world, honestly.
Lockheed is amazing.
That's the perfect work view right there.
Like I know exactly like where you drive up and see, like that thing on the horizon is huge.
Right. Try seeing it up close. Well, I want to see one up close myself. Planes are a lot bigger when you're looking right at it too.
Oh, yeah.
Like
your chances
planes are a lot.
Your chances of getting stalked by a Boeing 747 are not impossible. Are low, but never zero.
But not impossible. We're 9 minutes away from 2 hours. We're almost there.
I think we're gonna go ahead and cap it at 2 hours, though. Once we hit 120 minutes, we're just sort of doing a yap session right now. We'll probably do that at the end of every podcast episode. But for those of you just now joining, again, we're just yapping around right now, because we just open the floor to the chat, let y'all talk about whatever. And it doesn't even have to be cruise ship based. It can be literally anything. We also have a B-52 bomber in front of our Air Force. Yes, we do have a B-52 bomber.
Yes, B-52s are some of the most oldest, but that wingspan is something else.
Yeah. If you've ever been to Charleston and you've been on the Yorktown, they have a B-52 bomber. The Ruptured Duck. It's a picture of Donald Duck with crutches. But it's so cool. And they also have F-4U Corsairs, P-51 Mustang, a bunch of old World War II planes. It is so cool.
You live near Boeing factory? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Up in the Pacific Northwest.
B-2s are oh man, B-2 bombers, the Freedom Doritos as they call them.
Oh yeah.
Freedom Doritos.
Freedom Doritos, baby.
Yep. We love giving the world a taste of whatever we call American freedom.
Wait, so Michael, have you seen the 777X?
The 777X.
Have you seen the?
Probably somewhere. There was a really big Boeing plane that looked like it could have been a 777 last time. I'd have to show you. I don't know if I have or have not, but I'm sure maybe one of these days.
For those who aren't subbed to me, I did just drop a plane spotting video a few days ago.
Yes, since this is a joint podcast, please do check out Dante's channel. He's awesome. He does cruise ships, plane spotting, occasional gaming. So.
And I will do a rocket launch if I can. Like, I would have did Artemis 3 if I was on the Space Coast, but I was not on the Space Coast because those who are here in the Florida area,
Artemis 2.
It was pretty much impossible to get to the Space Coast. Like, I was going to a friend's house to go watch it, and the highway to get to Port Canaveral, like the Cape area, it was traffic backed up all the way to the airport. Like, I kid you not, it was bad. Like,
I mean, you have to be at the port at least 3 days ahead of time.
Right, like if you were camping at Jetty Park, you were fine already. It was just gonna get crowded as the day went on. Like our friend Chase is around town, good friend of the channel.
Man, he got lucky.
He posted a video of him and Miss Jessica went over to the Cape to go see Artemis 2, which was a really good video. Journeys with JC, another good friend of the channel. Also, he live streamed the launch, which was pretty cool.
He also live streamed the rollout. He got to see that thing up close and personal.
I saw it at the gantry back in February. I saw it in January. Yeah, I saw it in January. That was pretty cool.
I do have that video up. It's that Kennedy Space Center tour right here. Go ahead and go check it out. It's an awesome video. But hold on, I'll scroll back to the part where we saw our favorite rocket, Artemis 2. There you go. But be sure to check this.
You're near the one near Charleston? Oh, so you get to see like the Dream Lifter. And doesn't it the Beluga go into Charleston too, I'm pretty sure? The Airbus Beluga? The humpback whale plane?
Oh, B-25 bomber. My mistake. I apologize.
Yes. Military planes are great. I love seeing commercial, but military planes, don't sleep on them because they bad. And when I mean bad, they great. I'm not gonna say the actual word on video on stream, but you
know I'm bad, Shimon. That's all I can do about because that's copyright. We love Michael Jackson.
I was about to do a hee.
Michael was innocent, by the way.
What about the NASA Guppy? I have yet to see that airplane. That airplane is like 100 years old.
Oh, you've seen the
That's the original Beluga, though. The NASA Guppy that's pretty much it's an older version of the Airbus Beluga, but it's not an Airbus. It's a turboprop airplane.
Nerd.
Hey now.
I mean, I'm a cruise ship nerd, so at the same time,
I've seen the Blue Angels. I've seen the Thunderbirds. The Thunderbirds are really cool. I do want to see the Blue Angels. I know the Blue Angels will have a yearly air show over in Daytona every year. I have yet to go though.
I've seen the Daytona blimp. That's cool.
Yeah, I've seen the Goodyear blimp.
I've also seen F-35s from a distance.
Yes. When I sailed on Carnival Horizon in 2022, as we were departing port, there was an air show going on while we were leaving port, and I saw fighter jets pulling stunts as we were departing the port. It was pretty cool to see. It was like once in a lifetime. Like, you never see that. So that was pretty cool.
Well, we're at about 117 minutes, which is almost about 2 hours. So we're going to go ahead and start wrapping things up. So we're going to go ahead and move to this last slide. Thank you all so much for watching. We know that this episode, it was our first one. We had a few technical difficulties, but I think in the long run, this episode went very great. It went amazing considering the circumstances. So thank you all so much for watching. It means the world to us. I mean, we literally thought of this podcast overnight on a call, and we're just like, hey, what if we did a podcast? And now we're here. So thank you all so much for attending. Yeah, that's all I can say. Make sure to like the stream, and of course, rewatch it if you want to once it re-uploads itself. Also,
I'll be posting it on my channel probably tomorrow.
Yes,
as a video for a replay.
Yeah, once I'm able to get it downloaded, I'll make sure to send it to him. Thank you for coming through all the technical difficulties and chaos of this stream, but again, it's been a dream come true. I'm so glad that we were able to successfully do a podcast. We have decided that we will be extending to Spotify based on tonight's results, because we had over 10 viewers, and that's enough for us to extend to Spotify, which should get us more viewership as well. So, yeah, thank you so much for that. Make sure to subscribe to both of our channels if you haven't already. Thank you to tonight's subscribers. We were able to receive those notifications because we do have a new alert system where we can recognize each new subscriber on stream. So we're getting closer and closer to monetization on my channel. We have a required subscriber amount and all that. Now all we just need is some watch hours, so I'm going to be trying to crank out as much. Make sure to check out all of our new videos that are going to be coming out. Sorry for not posting a lot this week. I just was very lazy, but I do plan to work on new videos this week. So happy 4th of July, everybody. Happy America 250 if you choose to celebrate that. So we're going to go ahead and start heading out. Thank you, Dante, for being here. So yeah, once again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode sometime next month. Dante, would you like to say goodbye?
Thanks to everyone for joining, and we'll see you guys in the next episode in the month of July. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys did enjoy our Yap Fest and our talks about Legend of the Seas. Hopefully this did give you guys more intel on Legend of the Seas. We figured it was right, as she does debut for the first time in 6 days from now. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
All right, bye everyone. I'm going to come back and say once again, thank you all so much for watching. It means the world to us that you enjoyed our stream tonight. We will be extending to Spotify. So thank you for making this stream a dream come true. So you have helped us to officially greenlight this podcast. So we'll see you guys in the next one. Love you all so much. We'll see you next time.
And your weakness in the morning light, I'm praying for love. Thank